Alright, so no surprise, I made some more purchases recently and thought I'd do a little video documenting what I recently got. Now, to back up a little bit, 6-7 months ago I went to a Trane model shop and bought these guys. And it wasn't until very recently that I even was able to try them out and run them. And I really like them. They're Concours models, $18 each, which I thought was a pretty good price. They look brand new and they roll like a dream, so you know, I gotta think they're practically unused, even though they were in the used pile. But I thought the price was good, and I thought I really liked these, and they work really well, so I thought maybe I saw some more there, but I wasn't feeling like spending a lot of money at the time. So I thought, hey, maybe I'll go back and see if they still have the other ones that I didn't buy. So off I went and ended up making these purchases. Now I grabbed all of these off the shelving, and I'll try to show you what I got here, just going down the line, because I'm slowly trying to get through some of my older freight and change them out to stuff that works a little better, even though I like the older freight models themselves. You'll see I typically go for the ones that have the Rapido connectors, even though people call them Rapido, which I think is a silly name for them, so I'm going to stick with the Rapido. But anyway, I saw this. It was only $8. I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. I'll take it. I also saw this guy, which is a super long auto car, I guess. Oh no, it's cattle car, consolidated dressed beef. What a name. Let's see, this one is an Atlas made in Austria, it says. Interesting. I got two others, freight cars this length, so I thought this one would look really cool with those. And since the other ones are like long box cars and this one's more open, you can see through it kinda, I thought this was a good buy for only $17. Not terrible. Especially since I've never seen that before. I did find more of these guys, so what I ended up doing, they even had a few more too, but I went with two La Paz ones, which look like this. They are very similar to these other Cumberland ones. Before, you know, I saw all these before, but I like I said, I went with two Cumberland so they match exactly. This one is a La Paz, and then I got a second La Paz too, so that they would match. There was another one there that like had a funky window system where we're like up, down, and that was just really throwing me off. I was not a fan. I did not want, I didn't want it. So I went with these guys. Like I said, they were Concours, practically new in the box. Like it's great. Clearly these seem to be older ones. There's the back. Find us on the internet. Can't be that old. Although it looks like early days of the internet because they're still doing http://allrailroads.com. The Grand Central Station of Cyberspace. Oh yeah, this has to be like 2001. That's what that lingo tells me. Anyway, so I'm really happy about those. I thought those were cool that they were still there and I was able to get them. This one was $30, but it's the cool end one and probably a lot more rare than the other ones. So what I think I'm going to do is take this coupler off so it's a lot more cleaner look, like that, for a nice little end coach car view liner or whatever these are called. What does it say on the side here? Observation car, I'm sorry. So that's neat. A little thingy there. Like I said, $30 was steep. This is the Washington car, I guess. But if I had the other sets, I figured this would be a really cool 5-car, you know, lineup. However, when I went to pay, I was expecting $98 because that's what it all summed to. But apparently it was half off day for used, which I missed that memo, so I ended up paying half the price of what I should have and thought I was going to get. So, you know, total big win there. I'm like, heck yeah, that is awesome. Then it got me thinking, wait, it's half off day. I should go back and get more because that's crazy not to do that with those kind of prices. So I throw those away. Here's what I ended up getting the next time. So I saw this one before, but because two reasons. I didn't get this the first time. One being that I didn't want to pay another $18 for this on top of the other ones I was going to get, because I didn't really feel like spending all that much money. And like I said, I was already at $100 in my head, so I didn't want to pass that. The other reason this is kind of neat is because I noticed it's a converter car. So someone on one end kept the old Rapido/Rapido connectors on this end, but over here we have that newer style knuckle coupler, which I don't like, and I don't even have anything else that connects to this. But that opens up options because now I can connect stuff to this because it's, you know, it has both connections. So now I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can get an engine. I'm not so concerned anymore, because before I was like only getting engines that had like the Kato connectors or these, which don't really fit the Kato ones very well, but now I can. So kind of cool that that exists. I do have a T1, I think, with this connector, actually, now that I think about it. I might want to try running it with these guys, now that I think about it. In fact, I might bust that out just for the end of this video. Anyway, so that's a cool, this is a cool one too. I like the scheme. I think it's more of a baggage car. What does it say on the side here? RPO. I don't know what RPO means, but I'm thinking of some kind of baggage car. Again, brand new. Seems like it's never been run. The wheels look fantastic. So yeah, I'm very happy about these, and I think it's a really, really cool add-on set to complement everything else I got. Went for some other cars as well. This one, seemingly fairly new. I like that color scheme. It's going to match a lot of the other Japanese ones I have freight-wise, so I think that's going to line up really well with that and look pretty darn good. I got this Atlas Southern box car. I like the two-tone color with the green doors. That's kind of neat. What is it on the other side? I thought these slid open. Maybe I'm making that up. Oh, that must have been another one I saw. I thought it was this one though. Anyway, no big deal. It was only $6, so not too bad, you know, with the half off deal. So that's cool. Like I said, it kind of looks brand new. Here's another box car I went with. This was $4 and some cents. Cool looking paint scheme. Scenic Route of the Vista Dome. North Coast Limited. Pretty cool. Again, looks brand new, so, you know, what's not to like? This one just came in like this thing, but it was only $4, and I really like the scheme. That's a good rich color. It feels like quality, and it rolls pretty good too. I tested them all out when I was there at the train store. So yeah, this should complement everything else I got, and should be pretty good. Then I found this thing. So you may have seen that I recently purchased this guy. It's the one and only Amtrak engine I have, but that led to a problem because I don't have any Amtrak cars. I have the Metro set from Chicago, but it doesn't really line up or match, so I thought, hey, if I ever see the Amtrak cars for cheap, I'm gonna get them. And this was listed for $60. Half off day means that they're $30, so it ends up being $15 a car. I like the older style Amtrak cars. I'm not a super fan of like the Viewliner versions. I wanted to get this style, which is the old school kind of like aluminum silver. Even though at first I thought this was a passenger car, but it's actually the Am Cafe cafe car. And yeah, that's the look I want right there, the little loopy style, old school. Even though this is phase 2, I think. What does it say over here? Said it somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Oh, Amfleet 2, Amtrak Phase 3. How about that? So anyway, that's the look I'm going for. That's the look I know was from a kid. We didn't really have the Viewliners coming through where I lived. It was this kind. So how do the wheels look? I haven't really opened this up. They look pretty good. So that's cool. Pop that on back. And then this guy is the baggage car, which again, I didn't really want. And now that I think about it, is this even the right box? Because why would it be? Now the hoses are in the way, but like, that's a lot of movement. Something tells me some dude swapped that out. Or put it in the wrong case. It doesn't say which model this is supposed to be on the sides, but I suspect this is not the right one. Yeah, so baggage car, I wasn't really wanting these. I really want like another 2 or 3 passenger cars in this style. That would be pretty sweet and would be what I'd want to get next if I can. But no matter, we at least got these 2. Cool to have the cafe and the baggage car to, I guess, slap on there as well. But now, you know, I need to get the passenger cars. I might do lights in these, depending. We'll see. We shall see. But for now, I don't think. I mean, who knows? Maybe there are lights in these. I don't know. But we're gonna. Why don't I pop some of this on the track and we'll see what they look like. All right. Well, I did bust out the T1, and it's so dark. I even have to bust out the light to see it. I really haven't used this at all since I bought it. I'm thinking about selling it because it just doesn't work right with my layout. I don't have DCC, so it doesn't really go that well, and the sound is annoying. I just want to turn it off, and I apparently can't do that without DCC, per the Broadway Limited guy I talked to at some train show I went to last year. Anyway, I did hook up the new cars. They connect quite well because it's the same coupler with this converter guy. So that looks good, that looks well. I'm excited to see how that goes. And then over here I got the Amtrak set up with the 2 new Amtrak cars. Now, interesting enough, these did not really roll all that well. There's a lot of friction in there, so I don't know what to think about that. We'll see how they work come roll time. So let me set up the camera and get the power on. It helps if you have the power in the right direction. But there it goes. So the T1 is all the way up. That's as fast as it goes. But you could tell it's a nice strong puller for sure. Very, very smooth. And it looks good with those new cars. And I did take off the back coupler for a nice clean shot. Amtrak, let's see. He's coming around over here. That's looking good too. Now, oh, it has lights. Look at that. For the win. Although they look like the older lights, they don't stay on very well. They're kind of flickery. But they are there. Let me turn these lights off. Look, lights. How about that? No wonder it was so expensive. Well, that's cool. T1's coming up this way. These don't have lights. That was a given. And I'm not going to try to put lights in them. They're Concours. I don't even know if Concours does lights, but these are just going to be a cool set that I have just to run around. Man, that sound is so annoying. I just want to turn it off. Why can't they just build in a switch? But it looks good if you go on mute. Here comes the Amtrak too. Back around. I don't think the baggage car has lights, only the back cafe one. I don't see any lights, although there's not many windows in the baggage car. Flickering died down, maybe it just needed to warm up a little bit. Well, that's another nice surprise. T1's back around this way. Again, it's so annoying. And it's like too dark, like you can't even see it. I need to turn back on my light. But I do really, really like these new cars. I think it's a great purchase. I'm really glad I got them. And they were still there when I went back. Oh yeah, that's nice. These cars are so smooth, like you can't even hear like the wheel noise at this speed. Here comes Mr. Amtrak again. See, that's another reason. The T1 just dies on you randomly. And it like resets, restarts. Like I clearly didn't touch anything and it just kind of died out. It's kind of a disappointing thing for as expensive as it was. Until I bought my... Actually no, it's still the expensive one. The Kato Big Boy was less than this. But this is just a piece of junk on the DC circuit. I'm sure it works better on a DCC, not the DC circuit I have. But it's definitely a smooth puller, and these cars are excellent. So I'm going to cut this one there. We'll see what happens with my T1, but I'm going to have fun with these new coach cars for sure. And in the meantime, look for some more Amtrak ones. And I guess I'll have to do lights in the passenger ones because the cafe car has lights. Who would have known?